If I tell you that there is an epic in the game that can hit actually harder than a fully awakened mythical, would you guys believe that? Well, that's today's video. Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video, I will showcase what I claim to be world's strongest Mistrider Daithi, the epic from the Sylvan Watchers, which I claim to be the strongest epic in the game, and nothing is even close. He hits insanely hard. He does so many things for an epic that should be illegal. Like as an example, okay, let's go and talk about his kit. His A3, place an increase attack, increase accuracy buff on this champion, then grant an extra turn. And for an epic, that usually doesn't exist. Like he buffed himself so he can nuke harder. He needs accuracy for his A2, as you will see. Attack all enemies 75%, placing decreased defense for 2 turns. And that's not the best part. Real quick, guys, get yourself a free legendary Narma by clicking the link in my description. You will also get 3 amazing epics: Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage. All you need to do is, number 1, log out of Play and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Number 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Number 4, go to your inbox and claim the champion. So don't miss out on the great chance to get Narma and 3 very strong epics. So make sure to click my link before it expires. The best part's like he would grant an extra turn if 60%, if the decreased defense is placed on all enemies by this skill. So if he places it on everyone, he will get another turn. Usually you don't see this type of abilities on even legendaries. There is no legendary that will grant an extra turn if they land decreased defense. And then his A1, attack one enemy, 50% chance of removing 1 random buff from a target, and 10% chance goes to 20 of granting an extra turn. So how did I build my Daithi? So I have a +4 fully awakened. So as far as the gear, we have 8.2k attack. So I could get this to 10,000, but I think I had to sacrifice some speed, which I didn't want to. Crit damage sitting at 300, almost 40. If we're talking about Hydra, so his stats for Hydra, 8.5k attack, 370 crit damage, and 272 speed, 429 accuracy. As far as the gear, we have 1 piece of Feral for the 40 accuracy, we have 2 pieces of Zeal to increase his damage output, and we have 6 pieces of Merciless. The best gear on him is 9 pieces Merciless. That's number 1. It's not even close. Now, what if you can't have 9 pieces Merciless on him? You could go Relentless, 4 pieces, and the Reflex, 4 pieces. I do believe that that is the second best. If you don't have that, you can do Lethal and Merciless. You can also do just Savage Gear as an example. I sometimes use the Savage Gear if I'm using him in faction. Now, as far as the relic, the best relic you could have on him is Irotic Coordinate. It's even better than Cat Gaze. I do believe that Nature's Wrath would make more sense. If you have a 6-star Cruelty champion with him, you run Nature's Wrath. If you don't have a 6-star Cruelty champion with him, you can just run Crushing Rend and see how much damage he will do. Now, as far as the masteries, now, I don't know why I went with this one. I feel like I am missing... Oh, I was actually saving it for the last. So I went for Evil Eye because I would like to decrease the turn meter against faction, because I don't have any legendary champion for the Sylvan Watchers that I can use in faction wars. So he's my best damage dealing champion in that faction. So I went with Evil Eye. I would recommend going for Lord of Steel if you have Merciless gear. And also you can go for Cycle of Magic. If you have 9 pieces Merciless, I think you can go those 2 with this one here, so you can increase his attack for longer duration, and Master Hexer. But I always run him with Padraic, so technically I've never needed his increased attack. As far as those, this is just like general build, like it's not dedicated for one comp. Now I do love this Cycle of Balance with him because I need to use his A2 as much as possible, and he does hit so hard that in some factions you can nuke everything. In fact, this is not the correct Centuranus rotation where is Curse City hard. In one of the rotations where you can use him on stage 19, I was able to one-shot the entire wave, including the 2 Tauruses and the Marichkas and everyone with a single A2. That's how hard he can hit. Now let's just showcase him. Let's go to Dragon 20 is blue, right? Okay, let's use some gems. Guys, if you appreciate this content, please consider subscribing to the channel because, you know. So let's just test him in Dragon. I am running this team technically with him because I want to have an attack aura, technically. And like, I'm trying to just have a champion that wouldn't affect the outcome of the game. So let's just go and see. We have Lydia for the decreased defense, and we can So Padraig is there for the increased attack. He is, oh my god, 350,000, dude. It's just insane. There wasn't even a decreased defense and weaken. Look at that. No decreased defense and weaken. He's just one-shotting everything. I think my Lydia is missing some pieces, and that explains why she didn't go before. And sorry guys, that's just a problem. And now look at this. We do this. We get an extra turn. We attack. Okay, now we have decreased defense and weaken. Let's see. Padraig, please reset here. Let's just see. Almost 500,000 damage on an epic. You don't get this level of damage on a legendary champion. Like, look at this. 324. And then we get an extra turn. So we can go again. 257. Did I feel like... Oh my god, she's missing so many pieces. Okay, now she has increased accuracy from Padraig. Look at that. 335 from an A1. Now he's going to attack again. 435 on an A1, dude. This guy is just a beast. This guy is so good. So today we're actually gonna go and take him into Hydra and see how much damage can he do. I'm just gonna take him into a hard key. Okay, why hard? Because that's what I'm gonna use him. Nobody's gonna take him into Nightmare. Okay, that's why I'm using him in hard. So this is the team I'm gonna use with him. It's not my best team, so it's literally just my third best team. So I just put him in there. Let me just check the gear. So in this video, we'll just compare him to something like Carnage, a 6-star with a Crushing Rend. And you guys know that Carnage does hit hard in Hydra, especially when you have him like my level of gear, which is basically, let's go to Hydra. I'm almost 500 accuracy. That will give him like, I don't know, 150 crit damage. So he's like around 500 crit damage with the 6.4k on, wait, supposed to compare to the second form. So let's just put it in auto and just see how much his first hit will do, and then come back later in the battle. So, oh my god, dude, he did half of Decay's health. Okay, 1 million. That's good. You can see that Carnage does some good damage. So we're comparing him. Is he as good as a mythical champion like Carnage? Better or worse, or about as good? So 10.3. Yeah, 10.9. That's good damage. So the run looks about over because I was trying to make a cup of tea, and then I came back and I found that what's his face is devoured. But let's see the damage. 90 million. We have Carnage at 80 million. I mean, Carnage was eaten before. You have Vulcanus at 179. To be honest, doing like around, like doing 3 times of Supreme Galek just shows how strong Daithi can be. I mean, I know he's +4 awakened fully, but the thing is, he's an epic. He's way easier to get +4 fully awakened than anything else, because you just put them in the wish list and you keep him there until you get a 6-star soul. So that's as far as Hydra. Is there any other content where he is such a beast? Yeah, there is. There are many contents where he is such a beast. As an example, Centranos, he is the hardest hitting epic in Centranos. So I have a showcase of a run I did. So I ran double Daithi with Padraig, Elva, and Ustred. And you can see, like, you will see the damage that I can do with those two. Like, okay, number 1, we try to take out that guy. And now we have Daithi, okay? Like, watch his A2. Look at that. We landed decrease in defense. We got another turn, which is insanely good, to be honest. It's so nice and so kind. I usually run my Elva and high resist so she can cleanse, but I remember that I used it, so I have another cleanse on my Padraig. So it's basically double cleanse, and now he can just use his A3, grant an extra turn, go again, and keep going again. And then there comes the backup Daithi that I do have, and yeah, just a straightforward to do damage as much as possible. And when we get to the boss, I will show you how much his A1 does. Okay, we get to the boss. Look at his A1, dude. Yeah, look at his A2. Oh my god. Just to give you a preview, this is a stage at 21 hard. Usually an enemy max HP hit does like about this, which is 5%. He's doing 3 times that. He's doing more than around 15%. Oh my god. 15% of the boss's health. Now, because there was a reflect damage, he got nuked there. He killed himself. So now I think Ustred can just finish the run with A Brimstone. That's why actually Brimstone is actually one of the best ways to defeat the faction. And now, look at this ally attack. Oh my god, he just finished it. Look at that. 5.2 million damage on faction hard, stage 21. That's just insane. Now in Curse City, the difficult stage that I have him is stage S14 currently. And I'm just gonna run double Daithi with Vector. And yeah, look at this. Okay, we're gonna increase his attack. I tried to not use his A3 and Centranos because I wanted his A3 to help me getting back to his A2. So look at that, that was so fast. This is one of the hardest stages in the entire game. And now you can see I have his increased attack, which will help me into, oh my god, he got an extra turn. Look at that. He just killed some of the hardest waves in the entire game all by himself. Now we are at the annoying part where I can't buff myself because there is double torment. Look at that. But yeah, just as strong as he is. You can see like how beastly he is. He's on beast mode. Just fasted. Oh my god. Yeah, look. He killed Dragni in one hit. He got an extra turn. Then he nuked. He killed Tormin. And this guy, Big Papa Drak. I call him Big Papa Drak. This guy looks like a Drak, not gonna lie. Except that this guy is a dwarf. Drak is a giant. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. So guys, don't forget to like the video if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I will catch you all in the next video. Before I head out, I think there is something I want to showcase. As far as his masteries, what I just showed you, this is like the masteries I use on him. But this is a generalist. If I am using him for a dedicated content, I would actually run this type of masteries on him. Because, okay, with this one. Not this one, okay? Kill streak is only good in arena, okay? So you go this way, here. Why this? It basically increases your damage for the first hit, and he always nuke when it comes to his first hit. So yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.